All right, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all doing awesome. Today is Sunday, of course. You guys know I love to post on Sundays. But real quickly, just bringing you guys in. So this week was like this was an interesting week. I'll say that. It's very interesting. I felt based on things that I experienced this week, I was just like, Lord, what's going on? I'm like, Lord, what is this? What is this about? Why is this happening? Why are you allowing this to happen? Why did you allow this person to come up against me? Why did you allow this person to say this to me? What's going on? That was my thoughts. That's just how I felt. And I have this book. I'm going to show you guys this book. Don't judge me. It's a little, but the word is the word. This is the book. Okay. You guys just see. I got it from Amazon. It was like, I think like $10. But what this book does, as you can see, it says God's promises for your everyday need. And it really is broken down like that, right? So this week I felt a little, Lord, this book, oh my God, look guys. This week I felt a little, I did. I can be honest, I did. But there's scriptures when you feel discouraged. And sometimes you can feel discouraged, because you're doing your part or you're doing the work, and you could be opposed, or you could the hardships or just little tribulations and just little hiccups can increase, which can bring about feeling discouraged. So I'm better. I'm much better now, thankfully. But I want to show you guys what helped me. It really helped me. Was just reminders. And this is for someone who was feeling discouraged. Guys, I don't think there is a believer who really is a believer who doesn't get to a point where they don't feel at some point in this walk discouraged in some way, shape, or form. Something said, something happened. That comes along with it at times. But when you do, it's just important to not allow it to completely overtake you. And that's really where it lies. That's where it's like, okay, let's see. That's where the proof in the pudding is when things can happen, a little hiccups, hardships. What happened? How did you respond to that? And God can even, it also shows you, because his word says that in our weakness, his strength is made perfect. And it's very true, because then it just really truly allows him to come in. But I want to read something to you all that really helped me. So this is Isaiah 51:11. So the ransom of the Lord shall return and come to Zion with singing, with everlasting joy on their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness. Sorrow and sighing shall flee away. Isaiah 51:11. Listen to this one. 1 Peter 1:6-9. If in this greatly rejoice. Rejoice. Can you believe that? Rejoice, though now for a little while, if need be, you have been grieved by various trials, that the genuineness of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perishes, though it is tested by what? Fire! May be found to praise, honor, and glory at the revelation of Jesus Christ, whom having not seen you love, though now you do not see him, yet believing you rejoice with joy inexpressible and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, the salvation of your souls. Now let's unpack that one. Tested by fire. This is giving me like Meshach, Shadrach, I think, and Abednego. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But that fire, man, even though you come out of it, well, we fail to sometimes, or people on the outside can fail to even realize or understand, was even though you went through the fire or you're in the fire, it's still hot. And you still got to endure that heat until you get out of the fire. And so it's literally like, you know, when you're in it, sometimes the heat from what you in, you feel more than making it out or even coming out of it. Because even though the word says we'll come out like gold, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they all had to feel that fire. They had to feel that heat, that feet, and it still burned. How many people know if you put your hand over a eye, your hand don't have to be on the eye to feel the heat. You can still feel that heat. You can still feel that hot water. You can still feel the heat arising from the situation. And sometimes when we are in things, it's hard to see past it because you're in it. And I think that's what really, when it says like your faith being tested, because when you go through it, how you respond and how you react while you're going through it makes a huge difference. I'm telling y'all, I was like, Lord, listen, I'm so serious. I was like, God, nah. You see this steam brewing here. Like, you see this. God, well, yeah. Like, you know, I was like, Lord, what is this? Like, seriously? And I just prayed. I just prayed and I just prayed and I just prayed and I prayed and oh, I prayed. And it was hard. It was even hard to pray because I was still feeling the heat from the fire. You know? But I still prayed. I prayed when it was hard. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but let me tell you something. When you are able to pray, when it's hard to pray, you really are in this, because it's easy to fold. It's easy to do the opposite. It's easy to walk away from this whole thing. It's easy to give up. It's easy. But then you become reminded almost instantly in that moment what all God brought you through from. And that is almost your cheerleader in the moment. Like, okay, this is going to be okay. God, you brought me out of this. God, you brought me from that. God, you know what I used to be in. You know what I used to do. Okay, you know what? This is just another. And guess what? I'm going to get past this. I'm going to get through this, Lord. And I'm going to be able to look back and say how you got me through this. Because it gets hard. I'm not with the fake stuff. Like, let's just be honest. This thing gets hard. It gets really hard. But that's when Jesus said, and I think that's what that is what he was talking about. When he said, those who give up their life, like lay down their life, picks it up. Like, it's very true. Because the things that you would have done or been or said, or you no longer. It is really being made new. Seriously. And at the same time, it's a beautiful thing once you get out of it. once you're out of it. When you're in it, it's like, Lord, I don't know if I could. Lord, you done put this on me. I mean, you think I could really bear this? Okay. But I'm here to tell y'all, like, it gets hard, man. It gets hard, but you really can't lose the faith. Like, it's very true. And it's different to hear a preacher preach it. It's different to hear me online say this to you. But when this is happening in your life, and you really have to hold on, it hit much different. But it's really the word that really like revives. Because when reading it, and then it increased in my faith as I read it, I did feel better. I'm gonna be honest, I did. I felt much better. My spirit felt better. The situation didn't remove itself, but my spirit felt much better. My spirit man felt at peace. And I think that's when the word says, that's that peace that surpasses understanding. When I'm able to overcome that old me. When I've learned almost how to turn the other cheek. I ain't know how to do that. Nope. I take no credit because I didn't know how to do that. I've learned to forgive quick. I looked at myself like, what the? Oh, Lord, okay. Oh, so this is what that's about. Like, I was in situations this week that I was like, I shocked myself. I was like, oh, wow. But it was that moment that kind of showed me that at the same time. It's like I needed that to review it, to reveal this. Wow. So I just want you guys to be encouraged. God has not forgotten about you. Yes, it gets hard. I'm the first one I tell you, yes. If I could put my leg up, everything else up. Yes, it does. It gets hard, man. And I don't want to be that person on here, guys, that I'm like everything like nah. I'm gonna keep it honest. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I almost went there. It's this close. This close. Not that close. God, man, like, you get tested on it. It's easy to say it. Well, you're gonna get tested on it. And how are you gonna respond when you tested on it? And that is the reality. That is the truth and the reality of where you are. That even when it don't look good, even when you have every reason to be discouraged, you still. So I want to be that beacon of encouragement for you guys, as I always try. But I'm gonna be honest too. I'm gonna be honest about it. This thing right here, you know, guys, it's rewarding. And you know what it is I'm learning? Oh, really quick before I let y'all go. Is that it's where the reward really lies, isn't here. It's not always a tangible reward. Sometimes the reward is like a spiritual reward. It's an emotional reward. It's a revelation reward to reveal to you, like, oh, okay, look how far I really came. But how would you have known how far you really came if you were not tested and tried? You wouldn't. Where is your meter? Where is your gauge? Just because you're saying it? Just because you're saying Lord Jesus this and Lord Jesus that? Let me tell y'all something the preacher said today. He said, every believer is tested in hot water, like a tea bag. He said they tested in hot water. And how you know what's in that person is how they respond when you put them in hot water. What come out of them makes a difference. I love you all. I do. I love you guys. And until my next video, bye.